This is a incredible project as it brings together disciplines of audio, history, technology, using the IRENE system to rekindle the long-silenced voice of an important political leader. In 2019, I was invited to give a presentation at the Latin American Conference of the Audio Engineering Society, and one of the things that I spoke about was optical imaging recorded discs, that a stylus didn't necessarily have to go on a disc to play it, but there was a system called the IRENE, and the IRENE allowed for the playing of broken discs. And so I'm speaking about this technology to this group, and afterwards I have this lunch with several professors, one of which is Professor Ricardo Escallón. He tells me the story of Jorge Gaitán. He was a champion of the working poor. He was the mayor of Bogota, and they would follow him around with a direct-to-disc recorder. They would record records of his speeches. On April 9th, 1948, Gaitán was assassinated. There were horrible riots, and the police came and they smashed all of the records into pieces.
I met Maria Gaitán many years ago, and she told me about the records, and I said, I have no idea how can we get the audio out of broken discs. And then I got a grant from my university. So I teamed with a professor in the political science department and another professor in the history department. We figured how each one could use this material. On the labels, it's written, this is the speech of Mr. Gaitán in the beginning of his political campaign in Barranquilla, which is a city in the north of Colombia. So we knew what we could find there, but it is always very interesting to hear it.
As mentioned, the IRENE system uses optical scanning, which means a high-resolution camera photographs the grooves of a disc as it rotates. This process produces a series of TIFF image files that are then processed in a specialized program called Weaver, which converts the movement of the grooves in the images into a digital audio file. For damaged discs, the process involves manually assisting the software as it reconstructs the correct path through the broken grooves. IRENE doesn't replace signal lost to damage, but it does function as a powerful tool for preserving recordings like these, which could have been completely lost otherwise.
After we're done with it, then it will go to our library. We have a huge library, but also it happens that Maria Gaitán, who's the granddaughter of Gaitán, she's the director of the Centro Nacional de Memoria Histórica, which is the National Center of Historical Memory of Colombia. The material will go there, and we'll see what happens, but it will be well preserved and publicly available for more people to study it.
Hopefully it will be listened to.
Yeah.
As much as possible.